This is a small, really small talk, it's not even 5 minutes, about a small plugin that we'd written to work with Chef for deployment onto nodes that are registered to Chef. Why did we write plugins in Knife when we have Capistrano or we have deploy tools like Gradle? Because our devs were coding in Ruby and we already had Chef in place, so we didn't want to introduce another tool. So nobody was interested in learning something new, so they just wanted us to, the DevOps people, to code a little bit in Knife and write down a plugin which would, first of all, it will enable, you can say, workstation deployment. If Jenkins fails, then how do you deploy? It will reduce our dependency on Jenkins, and it will also give devs the ability to, or the IT administrator on the client end, the ability to deploy from their own workstations once they pull in the build from S3 buckets. So let me just start. I'm not sure about how many people have worked on Chef, but just a little bit about Chef is it's a basic configuration management tool which has the power of system discovery, and you can write your cookbooks and you can apply roles onto nodes and define what sort of activity would be happening on the nodes. Knife is a configuration management tool, Knife is a management tool for Chef. So basically it queries the Chef server. It manages all the nodes that you would be putting in your environment. It's not an SCM, but it keeps it updates all the cookbooks and roles that you would be applying. This is a basic diagram that we had implemented where Ohai is the system discovery gem that discovers everything about the system, reports it back to the Chef server, and Knife uses to query from the workstation to the Chef server. Now, we were using Knife plugins as a module that comes along with Knife once you install the gem. For the deploy, you write a class that refers the Knife, which refers the Knife module, and you define certain options. These are the options that we picked up. The ones that say chef config are picked up from the knife.rb file, and I'll be showing the file at the very end. And the ones that say config would be picking up your variables from your command line. What we do is, the first thing we do is we validate the options depending on whether the person has actually entered those options or if they are available in your knife.rb file. Only then you proceed further. The second thing we checked was the build number. Say you write some build number, but it is actually not uploaded to S3. So we were working with AWS, so that's why the mention of S3. The third thing that we do is, obviously now you want to deploy your build is correct, your options are valid, you want to deploy, you query the Chef server for nodes. Now that query is either you give a node name, or if there is no node name mentioned, it will basically deploy to all the nodes. So we going ahead, we write private methods, basically modularize everything. The private methods would include ones that will query the Chef server, report back whatever nodes have API roles attached to them, and then it will deploy to it. The deploy build and the deploy bit comes at the later stage where knife SSH is used to SSH into the node using an identity file. All these are small commands that we wrote. Essentially, this could be one huge method, and you could put in everything there. But we didn't want to do that, so we wrote small commands. And at the so what we were trying to do is we were trying to populate a .sh file using these small commands. These are all bash commands, and using Puma and using Nginx. And we tried to populate a basic .sh file and drop it on the nodes in the temp folder and run it from there. Why we wanted to do that was, if a build fails, the first thing that you would want to query is what actually happened on that build. And that comes from the .sh file when you refer it back. And this is the small sh bit, the knife SSH bit, where the server name is pulled in from the deploy node, and the SSH command is just sh deploy.sh, and that deploy.sh is already copied as a part of one of the methods that we'd written. The knife.rb file looks like this. This is just the basic knife, but whatever chef config bits were there, the variables that were being pulled in, were pulled in from the knife.rb file, and you can, well, it was all timed.